Wow, there you go, people. Right, well, we'll take two. No, we'll not take two. We teased you our new section, didn't we, for our introducing. So we've got the drummers in now. And I did mute you both, lads, so you might have to unmute yourself. Let me just take that off.
Unmute.
Oh, there you go. You're asked to unmute. You're unmuted. Your sound. I'm just asking. There you go. We've been talking to you. Introduce yourself, man.
Well, I'm John, the drummer in the Blonde Parade.
Excellent. He's coming back now. We spoke to him briefly before, didn't we? Are you on? Yeah. So, what's the name? Where does the name come from? What's that all about?
It was Scully that picked it, but it came from a Sucho Pero song, which is a band from there. We recorded our album and we went into the studio with the songs and no band name or anything, you know, and we died off the album with no band name, and then we were recording with our producer JP Reed, really talented producer and also really talented musician, was in a band called Sucho Pero, and they had a song called The Blonde Parade. So I think it was Scully's idea just to kind of merge the two.
Excellent, love it. So how many's in the band altogether in the Blonde Parade?
A three-piece.
Right.
Currently, at the minute as it is until Saturday, we're currently a two-piece. We've got a new bass player coming on Saturday.
And none of you are actually blonde.
No.
So,
I've been thinking about going for a kind of Imelda May type thing and getting a blonde bit put in my kind of sticky up bit in my hair.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Definitely. It's absolutely wonderful. Yeah, it's brilliant. That's a nice scene behind you there, sir. You've got the hills behind you and the nice river flowing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much.
That doesn't look like Glasgow.
It's not Glasgow, no. A secret part of Glasgow that no one knows about.
It's got a green screen and everything. Yeah.
No, that happens to be, that's Cheddar Swallow. That's a little village in Italy.
Oh, man, brilliant.
In the mountains, it's a gorgeous wee...
So, there, cool. So what happened to your last bass player? Did you kill him? Or did he get beat up in some bar in Glasgow?
Other commitments. It's for a bass player for us is a bit like a drummer for Spinal Tap. We just cannot seem to nail one down. But we've got a new guy all the way up for Essex.
Wow. He's not travelling up every day, is he? Every week?
No, he's just moved up to Glasgow. So
no, all joking apart, we interviewed a band and he was after a new drummer and his drummer was in London and I think he was in Wales. And it's like, are you going to come up and I'll get the train? What were your drums? What are you talking, man? Must have been an absolute lunatic. So you never know. These things happen.
It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's like any business. Anything that's ever gone wrong in your band or whatever, you can blame it on your bassist that's just left. You'll get away with it. You'll get away with it for about 6 months, and then you have to rock with it. Then, so there you go.
Yeah, wait till you see us now with a new bass player.
Does he know what he's letting himself in for? That's fine.
I sent him the link. I sent him the link for this. So
yeah.
This will give him a better idea,
mate. They're absolutely brilliant. They're lovely. They've retained bass players. You know what I mean? They've just got another opening now. The last one died of old age. He's been with them that long. Brilliant. What's his name anyway?
Jake.
Jake. Oh, that's not so bad.
Jake.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Jake's from Essex. That's as much as we know so far, and he can play bass like a monster. So
he'll stand out like a sore thumb. If he's from Essex, he'll have blonde teeth. The blonde, you can call his teeth the Blonde Parade. Smiling, he'd be orange. I'm telling you, he'll be laughing. It's going to stand out like a sore thumb in Glasgow.
We meet them on Saturday for the first time. We've got practice with them on Saturday, so we get to meet them.
Oh, I keep blind date for bands. Yeah.
The audition really isn't so as much as important as going for a few pints after it. I think that will be very decisive.
Yeah. Now
what future will be.
I'm envisioning a new reality TV show. You know, there's the Married at First Sight, and you could have but playing a band at first sight, couldn't you? No, don't even hear them playing or anything like that. They just marry you up and go, yeah, you'll be great with them, and bosh, you're in. So you don't know, so it'd be good. Anyway, he should be sound. He's a very brave man. So, what have you been up to? Where have you been gigging? Round Glasgow? Have you gone further afield?
Or just Glasgow, and we done our first gig in Ayr, our hometown, and then since then we've just been gigging about Glasgow and Paisley. And then next year we're going end of February. We're heading down to Birmingham to play with SRB,
Right.
and the end of March we're heading to Newcastle to play with Bossola.
Oh, right, okay.
So I've just signed to Deliberator Records, and they're helping us out, thankfully, because I've not got any clue how to sort any of this stuff out. And they're doing a great job with it so far. So
Yeah, that's because the arsehole he used to have as a bass player was supposed to be sorted out. I never sorted out. We had to get rid of him. That's why. Oh, good, eh? That was his job. He sold it on us. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, Deliberator Records. We know about them. Janice has been having a chat with him this week. So, cool. Might have to have a chat with him as well. I believe he's got a very broad Scottish accent.
a wee bit.
A wee bit, yeah. So, there you go. Oh, that'd be good. So I'm not a million miles away from Birmingham, only half an hour away. So, you know, if you're about, give us a shout. Come and see you or something.
Definitely.
Me and Eddie. End of February. Me and Eddie will come and have a chat with you. Come and see you. With a bit.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Cool. Right, let's see if we've got any questions, because we sometimes get questions on, because we're live on Mixcloud. If you're watching this on YouTube, we do this normally on a Thursday morning, 8 till 10, but this week we're doing it a bit different.
We
Right.
could have a nervous bass player asking some questions on there.
I know. He's not come on yet. I'm not seeing him anywhere.
What time on Saturday was it again, guys?
I've got loads of stuff coming here. Kev B. Some great artists coming from Glasgow. There's some absolutely brilliant artists from Glasgow, you being included in that, because we did a special a bit while called Jocks and Straps. So that was all all Scottish Scottish bands, some cracking bands. At the moment, who's the best? Oh, okay. Kev B's asking who's the best artist or band you've played with.
So far for SRB, from who we're going back down to play with in Birmingham.
Excellent.
They're my favourite.
They brought the exact right vibe that you want at a rock show.
Cool. Sounds brilliant. Outlaw Alliance and Radio Network, they're on there in Ohio in the States, so they'll be watching this with eagle eyes. So don't know if they've got any questions. Let's see. So how'd you get about to your gigs? Because Eddie normally asked if you had a tour van, what kind of tour van is your tour van? But if there's only two of you, you probably get a bus. How'd you get about? Is it someone's car? Have you got a van? What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, logistically, we've got my motor that we can just get a drum kit into and no more, but it's been tight, you know. For the further afield gigs, we don't know logistically what we're going to do.
Thanks for that. Outlaw Alliance Radio Network said they're definitely going to be playing your music, so that's pretty cool. Thanks for that, guys. Love it.
Thanks very much.
Love it. We love it. So you've got a couple of things planned next year. February, you've got Newcastle. Where do you want to play? Where do you want to be next year doing your stuff? What's the dream over the next year or so?
We've got an EP coming out. First release was Liberator, end of February next year, and we're going to be re-releasing the album. We released the album online a couple of months ago, but it's going to be up for one more week, and then we'll be pulling it off and releasing it again next year, probably around about the late summertime.
On CD, by chance?
Vinyl, CD.
Oh, nice.
Whatever. Cassette, we'll go proper old school.
Cassette, yeah, why not? Yeah, it's unbelievable. I don't even think I've got anything that can play cassette anywhere in the house. I think I can play CDs in my car, and that's about the only place I've got a CD player. I've not even got one in here. It's mental.
I got a CD recently. I was the exact same cut, and I'm walking about finding somewhere to insert it into.
I know, it's mad, isn't it? Well,
even I looked outside of my laptop, and I'm sure it used to have a CD drive, and I'm like, where's the wee slot going?
I know, laptops. And then I think I've got an external CD drive that you plug into your laptop somewhere.
Plug it in the USB or something.
Mental, yeah, USB. It's nuts, isn't it? Absolutely nuts. So how long have you two been around and been performing together?
Since we were six, we've known each other since we were at school.
Right.
And we were in bands when we were younger, kind of 18, 19, 20. And then just always played together. Just always kept kind of jamming and kind of writing stuff. Finally decided to get our act together.
Get serious. We've always been playing together. Like even it goes all the way back to like music class in school.
Wow.
We both used to have a teacher called Jack Logan. Remember Mr. Logan, Scully? I mean,
Hero. A giant amongst men.
Just like what music should be. Just let you like mess about and have fun.
Nice. That's what you want, don't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
he
then
encouraged it. So
excellent, well done. So hopefully he's still rocking about, and you should invite him to your gig.
Yeah, totally.
But when that was at school, John always used to get let into the room with the drums and all the amplifiers, and I just used to get stuck in the gym hall with all the lunatics playing guitar.
Oh, is that how it
He
works?
got to bash away the drums and the amplifiers, and I was always jailed.
He used to send me to the drum room, like, he wouldn't have drumsticks. It was those, remember those old wooden rulers? He'd give me like 2 of those wooden rulers and be like, away you go.
Proper old school. Oh, that's what it's like, isn't it, when you come from... And they moan today, don't they? Go and cry in the corner because they get called the wrong name. Oh. Well, there you go. There's a drum kit and there's 2 rulers, you knobhead. Get on there. You know what I mean? That's what we had to put with. I bet you got a slap as well if you moan. Hey, if you don't play well, I'll hit you with those rulers, kid. That's what I'll be doing. That's what he probably said to you. Yeah.
That clash style.
And got away with it. No one batted an eyelid. You probably get a crack off your parents when you went home and told you'd been in trouble. Do you know what I mean? That's how it was back then. Now it's anyway. We digress.
It was in the 1950s, man.
Well, I went to school in the 70s, so you can tell what it was like there. Do you know what I mean? We was one step away from being in the stocks. So what you talked about the writing before you've been together, you've been jamming a lot. So what's the writing process? What do you do? Who comes up with the lyrics and then the melodies to go with it?
I'll kind of just get something worked out in acoustic guitar. I'll get get verses and chorus, maybe, and that's it. And then we booked a studio for a month, and we went in and actually made songs out of them. So it's kind of like
practice space more than a studio. Like just jammed it out for like a month and worked out these songs, which was what became the album.
Right.
We get cabin fever. There was no windows and felt as if you were in a wee bit of a prison, but it was great.
Oh, it was a brilliant time, wasn't it?
Oh man, absolutely brilliant. Let me just go and check, see what I've got on here. So, what? Before I forget, will one of you, because if you both do it, it'll just completely mess up. Can one of you say this is the Blonde Parade, and you're listening to Duggystone and we'll make a jingle out of it?
Probably the vocalist.
Just one of you, yeah. The vocalist sounds like Sam. Seems that's his job. Maybe
it's his job. He's holding.
It is, but it's for me to speak English for other people to understand me is more difficult. So I think John should take this one.
Oh God,
yeah, I'll take it. We've deliberated so long though, I can't remember what I have to say.
Right, you can say this is the Blonde Parade, and you're listening to Duggystone Radio.
This is the Blonde Parade, and you're listening to Duggystone
Yeah. What I should have, that's brilliant. It'll make a jingle out of that. What we should have done was says, this is the Blonde Parade, and we're also looking for a bassist again. So
from next week.
From next week, we'll need a new one. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So any funny, any disasters that's happened while you've been on stage or you've been doing your gigs? Because they're normally quite interesting. So tell a story. It could be anything. Sorry, if anyone's watching, I keep looking up. It's because that's the camera's up there that should be filming us, but it's actually filming from this camera, which is confusing me. So it's this one here. So apologies for that. Any funny incidents then? Anything that's gone awry at a gig?
They've all went pretty smoothly so far. There's been nothing.
No,
nothing really.
I'm not having that.
With that stage, and we thankfully avoided a disaster, but with that one in Glasgow where the stage has this like beam, like a metal beam across 5.5 foot low.
Oh no!
Thankfully, I'm all right. Like, back there sitting on my drum stool, like, I had no issues with it. But Scully's like dodging it the whole gig.
I nearly knocked my head off it a couple of times. But it was odd. They've got like rubber foam padding on it, but it doesn't really do much because I just got a wee light hit off it. So I had to stand like an extra 1/2 foot back to the mic. So it was good. I didn't want to keep hitting my head.
I don't know.
I forgot about that.
That's probably the pub's training bar for the Glasgow Kiss, isn't it? That's what I mean. Headbutting it. Do you know what I mean? That's what that's for. Unbelievable.
That's for real.
See, I told you to be something. There's always got to be a funny story or a funny gig. So we're going to move on with the show in a minute. But if where can people find you? What's the best place? Where's your best socials that you interact with people?
Spotify and Instagram.
Instagram, brilliant. And who? I think this is an interesting one. Who would you like to play with? Which band do you look at? Could be, someone who's really big. Could be an emerging band. So what sort of band would you like to perform with if you could?
Just Johnny Marr for me, just so that I could get to meet Johnny Marr. And I think it would fit in all right as well.
Awesome. Yeah, you probably would do. That's cool. That's absolutely cool. So I'm going to play this track now. So tell us a bit about it. What's it about? Is it about anything or is it not about anything? What is there a story behind it? It's called Super Bones.
Oh, Sugar Bones.
Sugar Bones. I'm dyslexic, you see, and it's Super Bones to me, but now I've reread it. Sugar Bones.
I like it.
Yeah. It was the very first kind of week when lockdown happened. Everybody was just moaning all the time and it was just all depressive. And I just wanted to write a kind of upbeat, kind of punky song. I was listening to a bit of the Ramones and Billy Idol, and then me and John made it into Sugar Bones.
Excellent. That sounds good. We like that. Yeah, everyone did moan, and we're still moaning now, aren't we? So
there's no particular meaning or anything. It's just meant to sound good and make you feel good. Loud and catchy.
So in a time when we was all depressed and like almost suicidal because you didn't know if the world was ending or not, you wanted to shed a bit of light onto the world, so you named it Sugar Bones, and that's the upshot of it, isn't it?
I don't know if it was like shining light in the world. It was just so that I wasn't listening to everybody else moaning in the telly. So it was just the same thing all the time. It was doing my head in. So pretend to be Billy Idol and the Ramones and cheer yourself up a bit.
Brilliant. Well, we're going to share this with everyone. Keep in touch with Janice. Let us know how you get on. And if you can, do a little video with your new bassist and send it to Janice, and we'll put it on. Do you know what I mean? You can introduce him to us, and we'll put it on next week's show.
To prove that he's real.
How's that? If he sticks around, that is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Cool, man. Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys. Nice to talk to you.
Thanks for having us.
No worries, man. It's been a blast. Love it. Take care, yeah?
Bye-bye, man.